Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South. More specifically, we're here at Walt Disney World in Florida. More specifically, today we are at Hollywood Studios, completing the circuit of Walt Disney World parks. It is my final day here in Florida. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be hopping a plane back to New Orleans. So I wanted to kind of complete the circuit here by visiting Hollywood Studios. So please follow me. Now, I was just at original Hollywood, California, probably about 2 weeks ago. So it'll be interesting to see the how the Disney version of Hollywood matches up with California's version of Hollywood. I can tell you right now, this smells a lot better. This smells a lot better than actual Hollywood. This gas station here, see these gas pumps, see what the cost of gas is here in Hollywood. $2.84, oh no, it's actually 19 cents a gallon. Yeah, that's not accurate. When I got gas in Hollywood, it was almost $5 a gallon. Yeah, I would say, for better or for worse, Hollywood is a lot different nowadays than it was here in the golden age being portrayed in this section of the park. They do have the really tall palm trees. Like here in Florida, the palm trees are shorter and bushier. In California, there are these really tall ones like that. So this street here is Hollywood Boulevard, and yes, of course, we went to Hollywood Boulevard when I was in California, and yeah, again, it's changed a lot. One thing interesting though, they do not have the Hollywood Walk of Fame here at Disney. No stars on the ground. And when my daughter Anna came and visited me in Hollywood, first thing I did was take her down to Hollywood Boulevard, and the first thing we did there was tour the Chinese Theater. We arrived on Hollywood Boulevard and right in front of the Chinese Theater, and someone stepped out and said they were giving tours, so we took a tour inside the actual theater. So I figure we'll start out by taking a look at this reproduction. I think this is a very, 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 very close reproduction, almost an exact reproduction of the original Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Of course, the Chinese Theater known for the handprints and footprints out in front, and these aren't reproductions. Disney actually had their own celebrities, or different celebrities, come and populate this replica of the Chinese Theater with the handprints, much like is done at the original Chinese Theater. There's Sylvester Stallone in 1990. See if we recognize some of these other ones. And Margaret, I'm not sure who that is. And Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore. Angela Lansbury there, Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, there's Ray Liotta right next to Goofy. 1889, back when this was known as MGM Studios. Carol Burnett there. Oh, Steve Martin. Oh, Steve Martin put his handprints, but then he also put a sign that said these are his feet. So Steve Martin claiming that his feet are actually hands. And this is Please, Roger Rabbit, 1989. That was my favorite movie. When it came out, I was absolutely obsessed with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh, and look at that little Macaulay Culkin back when he was a small child. Now I believe his hands are probably a little bigger than that. There is Hulk Hogan, and if you remember, there's actually a bit of Hulk Hogan history here at Hollywood Studios. When he signed with WCW, they actually threw a parade here at Hollywood Studios, then known as MGM Studios, when he was signed to WCW. and he came and announced that he was now part of WCW. And they actually used to tape WCW matches here at Hollywood Studios, which is kind of crazy to think of. This is Bobcat Goldthwait. It says, "Don't spit here." He doesn't want people spitting on his prints. You can see all the prints there, like filled with water. Somehow they've all become little puddles. I don't think it even rained today. I don't know why they're so soggy and wet and full of water. Oh, Leonard Nimoy up there doing the Vulcan salute. And then these Chinese dogs here. The ones at the original Chinese theater are actually antiques. They're like hundreds of years old. It's kind of a bummer they like stopped doing this. You can see there's just so many empty spaces. And it looked like from the dates on here, it looks like they stopped doing this in the early 90s. I mean, a lot of like, you have very late 80s, like 1989, and then some early 90s, but then it pretty much stops. It's a real shame. Mark Hamill there, real shame that for whatever reason they just stopped doing this. I mean, think about all the celebrities that could have filled up all these empty spots in the past 3 decades. Now, me and Anna went into the theater that way when we did our tour of the actual theater. If you go in the front door, that's actually the lightning lane. If you have the standby entrance, you gotta go in through the side hatch. And here we enter the theater. It's definitely very grand, much like the actual Chinese theater. Yeah, there's the murals up there, just like the actual Chinese theater. These murals painted on the walls. Now at the actual theater, there would be like this is where the concession stand is, where you buy your popcorn and whatnot. That's all closed off here. And then when I went in the lobby, I had all these different costumes from different movies set up in the lobby. But definitely bears a strong resemblance. In this room here, I don't know if this actually exists in the real Chinese theater. I think they may have added this to be able to make the queue line a little bit longer. So yeah, at the real Chinese theater, you basically go get your popcorn and everything like that, and then you just head back into the singular theater. There's actually only one screen, one giant massive screen. There isn't any real replica of that in here, but yeah, I think they made the lobby a little bigger in here to, in order to allow people to wait in line for the ride. All right, we're headed in.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train?
And it is the year of planes, trains, and automobiles here on the Carpetbagger channel. So let's get aboard a train. So yeah, there's no real theater actually in this theater. There is a train station. So we got row number 2. Just one away from the front seat. This is our train. Off we go. The little orange bird up there. Spot new things every time I ride this. There's so much going on.
Welcome aboard.
Hey, Goofy.
We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
There's Mickey and Minnie.
Hey, listen, Liam.
Don't hit that track switch. Uh-oh. There goes Goofy. We go the other way. Oh, there we go. I was worried it was going to be dark for a second. Out in the desert. Just out in Arizona not too long ago. Cactus. See the other cars flying around here.
Hooray, hooray,
Love this scene, the circus. The mirror maze. You see myself? There's so much in this. I see something new in this scene every single time. Mickey, Minnie, a hot dog. There's Donald. A hot dog. It's getting very windy in here. What's happening to Donald? Got his clothes ripped off. Tornadoes, lightning. Good, that's over. Whoop. Here we go, going over the edge of the falls. Oh, there we go. Submarine, full of fish. My friend the squid there. Wash into the sewer. He's there with his jackhammer. These people in all these different apartments. There's Pluto right there.
Come on in.
Time to dance.
That's right. Everyone to your positions.
All right, are we in our position here?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
There we go. There's a picture behind me.
Oh.
Didn't notice these. I've never noticed these movie posters here before.
Now, let's.
Gonna conga now? Oh, there we go. All right, into the factory, the smasher, machine. We're gonna get smashed. Oh. Everything back to normal.
That concludes my guidance.
Oh, Goofy's back, but now we're all the way in the back of the train instead of the front.
Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. And I think every single one of those fireworks is a hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey overload. Everyone loves the little bird up there. So I'm hanging out. Oh, where'd he go? Did he leave? Oh, he's back. Oh, he's blowing kisses. Now he's doing like a hula dance. Oh!
Exit my train. Come back and see me again real soon, okay?
We exit back here through the torn screen. I feel like a lot of fans of the Disney parks have a hard time accepting Mickey's Runaway Railway because it replaced an absolute classic ride, the Great Movie Ride, which is a real bummer. I wish the Great Movie Ride was still here as well, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway I think is a absolute top-notch classic attraction. And one thing I love about this ride is there's so much detail going on in the ride that I feel like every time you go, you just look in different places and you can see different things happening. Like I noticed new things. Noticed Donald, selling hot dogs and getting his feathers pulled off in the carnival scene. Noticed like in the street scene, people up in the apartments. Like I feel like I could ride this all day and just see different little details that I never noticed before as I go through. And now, this ride uses a lot of screens, a lot of projections. But I feel like this is how you use projections correctly. You're not just looking at a movie screen, you're looking at like a full 3D environment that's been, covered in all this animation. The animation itself is gorgeous, like the hand-drawn animation. So I think this ride is a real winner. I wish we could have both. Wish we could have the Great Movie Ride and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I think both classics. Sad that one of them's gone, but I am glad that it was at least replaced by something wonderful. While we're over here in Hollywood, I think we'll take a stroll down Sunset Boulevard. Do love these old theater marquees out here on Sunset Boulevard. See the ticket booth where you'd buy your ticket there. Oh yeah, still using paper tickets. You see the Route 66 sign here, which is accurate. Sunset Boulevard is part of Route 66. And you know what? Next year, it's the 100th anniversary of Route 66. That may be a good time to do the journey again. And look at this, they actually do have a payphone here on Sunset Boulevard. That's really retro. Yeah, it's really funny. When I walked up here, there was some teenage girls messing with the payphone, like it was something really cool they'd never seen. They're like, "Oh, try to call my cell phone." They're just trying to get it to work, like it was some sort of ancient artifact. Which that definitely makes me feel really old. I definitely remember when payphones were everywhere, when we did not have cell phones. I remember if I left town, I had to call my mom on a payphone. I had to find a payphone, call my mom, let her know it was okay. I forgot every single time, and she'd be very, very mad at me because she hadn't heard from me for 3 days when I got home. And you see what awaits us at the end of Sunset Boulevard here. The Hollywood Tower Hotel, known colloquially as the Tower of Terror. See, recently I did my controversial video where I tried to ride every dark ride here at Walt Disney World in one day, and I got a lot of feedback. People saying, people taking issue with some of the rides that I skipped, saying that they are dark rides when I deem them to not be dark rides. And one of the number one rides that people said, "Hey, that is a dark ride. You missed it. You skipped it. You did not reach your goal," was the Tower of Terror. And while I do not agree that it is a dark ride, to me, dark ride is something like, I don't know, you feel it, like it is its own vibe, its own experience. I would say this is 25 to 30% dark ride. There definitely is dark ride elements. You travel, there's a point where you travel forward in the ride, and it is, that's fair to call that a dark ride. But I feel like it's more of a, first and foremost, it is a drop tower ride. It does have dark ride elements, so I would classify it as a drop tower ride with dark ride elements. But, a lot of you said no, it's a dark ride. So I'm willing to go in with an open mind and reevaluate the Tower of Terror and try to decide if it is a dark ride. Whether or not it's truly a dark ride, I am a huge fan of this ride. Definitely one that incorporates theming and terror and being scared out of your mind, all in one great experience. See, it says the Hollywood Tower Hotel, but underneath you can see it light up where it says the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. And take a look right above the top of the sign there, this symbol here, this emblem, HTH, Hollywood Tower Hotel. This logo was designed by my friend Captain Steve Abernathy, who unfortunately we have lost very recently, of Captain Steve's Mermaid Grotto. He did work for Disney, and he created an early concept sketch of the ride, and they didn't necessarily use his interpretation of the ride, but one thing they did take from his original sketch was the seal here, the HTH seal. So he created that, and it has lived on to this day. He didn't necessarily he doesn't collect any residuals. He never collected any residuals off of the merchandise or anything. But he did put it in the original artwork, and they still use it to this day. So we'll definitely be thinking of Captain Steve while we were riding the Hollywood Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Let's head in. Let's go check in to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. As we pass through the gardens here, you can see it looming up there through the trees.
Yep, I believe that's tomorrow for us.
the lobby here. Everything covered in spider webs. A long abandoned lobby. The Hollywood Tower Hotel. All right, we're going in. Look at the statue here.
Doors as they will be opening toward you. Thank you.
Right.
To the library, please follow the balance.
Very spooky library here. All the spooky artifacts up there.
Dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind.
Alright, into the boiler room here. Everyone there loaded into their elevator. Oh, and off they go. Alright, I'm in row 1.
Few moments to aboard this maintenance service elevator. Once you do, place all large luggage on the floor by your feet. Hold on to any loose items and seatbelts will buckle from left to right and left to right only.
Alright, here it comes.
Row 5, the top right.
Alright, actually got a front row seat. Hermetically sealed.
You were the passengers.
Up we go. Oh, people are scared. Alright, so we look down the hallway. This is kind of dark right-ish. Oh, ghosts. Okay. And now everything turns to stars.
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped
Going up.
That door is opening once
This is
again.
the forward moving portion. So the lights go off. And everything gets all twilighty in here. It's like that twilighty show about that zone. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my
You
gosh.
are about to discover what lies beyond.
Oh my gosh.
Beyond the deepest,
Oh, dear.
darkest corner of the imagination.
Oh dear.
In the tower.
We're gonna drop here in just a second. Oh, going up! Oh, going down! Going down! Going up! Oh, a little peek of the park there by the sun. Oh! Up, up, up! Oh, back up, back up. I thought we were done. Oh. There's the ghost. Hey, ghost. Oh, back up. Swirly, swirly. Are we going back up or are we done? Oh, we're done. Okay. Backing up. Oh, always a lot of fun.
A warm welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook.
The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood,
things
make sure
over
you
here.
know just what kind of vacancy you're
It's like a
filling,
slot machine
or you
there.
may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
Welcome back.
So over here where you can collect your on-ride photo. This area over here, I think this is where you used to be able to purchase your photos at. I guess they don't really sell like the hard copy of the photos anymore. Oh, but look at this! Look who's right there! That's Talkie Tina. This doll found on the stairs. Remember, she tripped. She tripped the dad, and he fell down the stairs and perished. So these are all Twilight. I guess this is the Lost and Found. It says glasses found in the library. Oh yeah, those are the glasses. The story about the man who just likes to read, and then he turns out to be the last man on Earth, and then he breaks his glasses in a twist of irony. There's also, it says, an unusual camera found, and luggage found on 10/20/39. So I recognize Talkie Tina. I recognize the glasses from episodes. Gosh, I never noticed this before. That is so cool. There's a guest book. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Oh, I don't think these are references, but the little Halloween props there. They have some of my favorite press pennies here, but I actually have all of these in my collection. And look how many of the press pennies have Captain Steve's logo on them. I like that shirt there, and I think that might be a lady shirt. Also a really cool lady purse. You can see you can open the doors, and apparently Stitch is a bellhop now. Yeah, there's more Stitch bellhop. Hopefully this isn't an omen of things to come. I could just see them turning this into Stitch's Tower of Terror. Look at that spooky head up there. This is the Tip Top Club. They actually have the Tip Top Club here during the Christmas season for Jollywood Nights. They were had the band and dancers right outside the gift shop here. Yeah, I don't mean to start any rumors, but is Stitch's Tower of Terror, is that a real thing that's coming? Hotel luggage rack there with the bathrobes, with the Captain Steve logo. Nope, another creepy head. You can get your own Hollywood hotel valet cap. It does not fit. It does not fit. I have a hard time finding hats because they don't fit. Man, I look dumb in that. It does not fit. Does not fit. This is actually, my regular hat's actually extra large. I have to wear an extra large hat. Big head. But I guess we have to ask ourselves the question, is it a dark ride? Is Tower of Terror a dark ride? Now there is part where you do travel forward through a themed area that lasts about 30 seconds. I feel like it definitely in some ways has the spirit of a dark ride. It has, that spooky theming, that immersiveness, few different scenes. At heart, obviously, it is a thrill ride, a drop tower, a heavily themed drop tower, which I would probably lean. I think it's maybe 40% dark ride, 60% drop tower. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let's make this a conversation. I think I got really defensive when people were like, no, you didn't accomplish your goal of riding every dark ride because you missed out these. I think, there is a spectrum of what is a dark ride. I would definitely not put this near the top of it is a dark ride. Put it somewhere right in the middle. Like I said, I think this is 40% dark ride as opposed to something that's 100% dark ride, like Haunted Mansion would be like 100% dark ride. This would be 40% dark ride. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. Is Tower of Terror a dark ride? Yes or no? Say hello. Oh, hey.
Hi, friends. We can come all the way in.
Oh, jeez. Watch out, it's a baboon. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Goofy, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Goofy. Oh, blow me a kiss. How sweet.
You want to come right?
All right, Goofy, can we get a... Hey. Oh, what's that? Can I touch your nose?
Give it a small boop. Yep.
All right. Boop. All right, we booped each other's nose. Now, always a pleasure to see you, Goofy. Bye. Oh, yeah. Just a random Goofy and Rafiki sighting right outside the Tower of Terror. And back here on Sunset Boulevard, I notice this is Carthay Circle right here. That is the theater that Snow White debuted in, so the beginning of Disney's movie empire debuted at the original Carthay Circle in Hollywood. Now here they have a replica of the Carthay Circle, and also at Disney California Adventure they have a replica of Carthay Circle as well. Over there it's a restaurant. Here it is a gift shop. Here in the Carthay Circle gift shop they do have some t-shirts. This is the I never miss a rope drop. Now I used to be a big rope dropper. Getting here right when they drop, literally they do drop a rope to let you into the park, and you usually run to your favorite ride and get right on. Now, these days, I'm a little older, I'm more of a stroll in around lunch kind of guy. And here's that little bird from Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway. Apparently his name is Chubby the bird. And after yesterday's pressed penny massacre, I don't want to leave empty-handed. At least want to get some pressed pennies while I'm here. Now, I usually don't get the ones that just have the characters on it. I like to get ones that refer directly to the park and what we've experienced. But this is Carthay Circle. This is where the Snow White movie debuted. So I figure we're going to go ahead and get Snow White, and we'll get between 6 to 8 of these dwarfs. So there is the dwarf pennies. You know, if a day goes by and I don't get any pressed pennies, I get kind of grumpy. But a day like this where I got a fistful of pennies, I get awfully happy. And you know, by the end of the night, when I spend a long day getting pressed pennies, I get a little bit sleepy. And if I stay up too late, my brain just quits working. I end up being really dopey. And also, I think I need to go to a doc, or I might get a little sneezy, and you know, sometimes I go to the doctor, and you know, they want you to undress, but it all makes me a little bashful. We've come over here to Toy Story.
Partners,
oh,
if you see Slinky Dog, tell him Woody says howdy.
Woody says howdy to Slinky Dog. Well, hello there. Anyways, we're wandering here into Toy Story Land. See, it is a land comprised entirely of toys. See the Christmas lights there. I remember these. I don't think I ever had any of my own, but I forget what these are called. The sticks and the spokes that you build out of. If anyone remembers what those were called, leave a comment in the comments section. And for a little bit of scale, we do have a giant human footprint there to show that we have been shrunken down much smaller than a normal human print. Way smaller. Now, when I did my Ride All Dark Rides in One Day video, like I said, Tower of Terror, a lot of people felt Tower of Terror should have been included. But probably the ride I got the most comments about was this here, Toy Story Mania. So Toy Story Mania, also called Toy Story Midway Mania at Disney California Adventure. This is, I did not consider this a dark ride. It is kind of a shooting gallery, a mobile shooting gallery. You have I think a ride vehicle that takes you around to different screens that have shooting on it. But I put a poll out on my channel, and majority of people did say that they felt that Toy Story Mania was indeed a dark ride. Now, I rode the Disney California Adventure version a week or so ago, and I kind of get where people are coming from. I definitely shares a lot of that same DNA with a dark ride. I feel like, as far as like having a story and adventure, I don't feel like it really falls into that part of a dark ride. So I feel like in spirit, it is more of a shooting gallery than a dark ride. But I can definitely see why someone would say this is a dark ride. So I think we're gonna go ahead and ride this today, and just reevaluating, just with the spirit of an open mind. Check out Toy Story Mania. And this is a ride that actually moved. It used to be in a different part of the park. Then they redid this area as Toy Story Land, and they moved it over here. So it's about a 30-minute wait. Let's head inside. We head into the box here. You know, this ends up being a toy, a carnival box set. You can see the assembly instructions. So the queue is creative. You're actually going through the box that the toys came in. You can see the characters there riding in the ride vehicle with their blasters. Well, the drinking fountain here made of blocks and dominoes. The queue line full of giant toy pieces. And underneath this board game here, this looks a lot like Candyland. I think this is like an off-brand Candyland. Oh, it's a little Bo Peep lost her sheep, because Bo Peep is a character in Toy Story. As we enter here. Now, I said that they moved this ride. I don't know if they actually moved the ride. I think they may have moved the entrance to the ride. I think you used to enter on the opposite side, and then they may have switched the entrance here so it opens up in Toy Story Land. I'm not 100% sure how that worked. Oh, look at that, a Disneyland viewfinder of Tomorrowland. And my grandma actually had some of these, the Disneyland Viewmaster reels. I have a big affinity for Viewmasters going back when I was a kid, but Jen actually got me some recently that had some personal memories put in the viewfinder. And there's more board games on the ceiling. Okay, that actually is Candyland. They had the kind of the off-brand Candyland, but that's actual Candyland. And then we have Monopoly up there, my favorite board game. You know, the Etch-a-Sketch there, giving us some tips on how to operate the ride.
Yeah, sorry.
Now here's one of those wooden airplanes that you get in like a little envelope and try to put together, and they never worked. And it looks like this Lincoln log is stuck to the ceiling with chewing gum.
Nobody say happy birthday?
There's some Tinker Toys. Okay, that's what those things are called, that they built the land with, Tinker Toys. And then you see the barrel of monkeys strung above our head. It was once believed that a barrel of monkeys was the most fun a thing could be. And I think behind this handkerchief here is where they used to have the animatronic Mr. Potato Head. They've covered up the one in California as well, so I don't know what happened to the Mr. Potato Head animatronic. This cabin made of Lincoln logs. You got to pick up our 3D glasses, and you'll have to wear your own 3D glasses at home. It looks like here we're entering Andy's room. See the Christmas light there plugged into the giant outlet. Another Tinker Toy structure. And then this must be Andy's bed right here. The bed post. There are the ride vehicles. Got the cannons on there where you shoot at the different screens. They spin and twirl. There's Andy's nightlight. Guess he is afraid of the dark. Our chariot awaits. All right, got our glasses on, got our cannons, and we're already starting to spin here. Okay, here we go. Oh. Can of Play-Doh. Oh, right to the screens here. All right, you got the string here. Gotta pull that string. It is fun. It is fun. It aims pretty good. You just gotta keep pulling that string. I think that was just practice. All right, here we go. Oh, what are we shooting now? Oh, shooting at a farm. Cows, the pigs, chickens, the ducks. I think there's some beavers down here. Oh, there we go. Just spinning. Woo! All right. No time for spinning. We got to get back to shooting.
Let the string go back in.
Oh my God. Like this volcano here with dinosaurs. See, the wall is a puzzle. Oh, the fun house is in there. Oh, there. Get spin going. Oh, we gotta shoot them. We gotta shoot army. Oh, you gotta shoot these plates. Shoot the plates. Bring the plates. Keep pulling the string. Spinning. All right. You spin and shoot and spin and shoot. The aliens here, oh, you gotta play ring ball. Loop the rings around their neck. Every screen has like a different projectile that you shoot out of your cannon. Fire relentlessly. Yeah. Got a giant dartboard there. I like this one, kind of like a traditional carnival shooting gallery where you shoot the bottles and the targets. Alright, a little burst of air there. They said that was our last game. I guess we are finished here. Alright, I think we are back at the station. Yeah, we just came out from under Andy's bed, so I guess the entire ride takes place under a child's bed. All that junk we were seeing is stuff that Andy just shoved under his bed that he doesn't care about. Dispose of our glasses. We exit here under the barrel of monkeys. So you like create a chain out of plastic monkeys. I wonder if kids these days even recognize these toys. I bet not. These are kind of the classic toys that I remember. I remember I had a lot of the army men, the green army men. They were super fun. Some more army men here lurking in the bushes. There's one over here that's built himself a helicopter. And I'm pretty positive I was wrong when I said they moved the ride. I think the ride has always been in the same building, just when they built Toy Story Land on the other side, they closed the original entrance and reopened it on the side, so it was part of Toy Story Land. So we go back to our original question, is Toy Story Mania, is it a dark ride? I mean, you look at this ride vehicle here, it kind of looks like a dark ride. And, you know, the vehicle, I think the vehicle itself kind of, sort of really lends to that dark ride feel. The game itself, and I call it a game, not a ride, because there's no real story, there's no, like, adventure that you are progressing through. It is simply a series of targets. It's a fun game. I would say it is 49% dark ride, does not quite hit that 50% mark of being a dark ride. It is an interactive shooter, and it's not just because it's shooting. I think some dark rides with shooting elements, most dark rides with shooting elements are still dark rides because there's still a story, there's still like an environment you pass through. This kind of falls right on the line. Like if you said that you thought this was a dark ride, I couldn't necessarily say you were wrong, but I just have a really hard time. It doesn't feel like a dark ride. To me, Tower of Terror feels more like a dark ride, even though I feel like it's not. It has that dark ride spirit. I feel like this just lacks that spirit of adventure, that spirit of going on an immersive adventure. It seems more like a game, and I think that's okay. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Is this a dark ride? See over here at the Toy Story restrooms, there is a cootie on top of the restroom. I hope using this restroom won't give me cooties. Over here we have Buzz Lightyear, and I think while we're in the Toy Story land, we will hop aboard the alien swirling saucers. So this reminds me of Mater's Junkyard at Disney California Adventure, except instead of tractors, you're being pulled by aliens. You can see it. And look at this planet here has like pizza toppings on it. There's like another pizza related item there. So I guess these are the pizza themed robots. I guess they are from Pizza Planet, if I understand correctly. It's a mad dash to get to a rocket. Oh, that one's not mine apparently. Okay, there's an open one headed right there, and that guy's got it. Okay, how about this one right here? No. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I see an empty one. There we go. Just for me. You can see the alien being picked up by the claw. That's the whole thing, the claw, right? The claw machine grabs the aliens and they worship the claw like it's a god. And here we go. Woo! Being dragged around by an alien. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, we're getting flung around. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna fly out the sides. Oh, okay, here we go. Then back the other way. Oh boy. You never know which way they're gonna go, which way they're gonna take you. You never know if they're gonna. Okay, I switched onto this circle here. Oh my god. Oh dear. He gets some real whiplash going from the flying saucer. Whee! Oh. Yeah, see that planet has pizza toppings. There's a giant pizza. Oh man! He tricked me there. Oh, this little guy. Oh, we slowing down? We slowing down, alien? Is that all we got time for now? So I was looking for some dinner. I wanted to try out the Sci-Fi Dine-In restaurant. Unfortunately, it looks like it is too busy right now. I'm not going to be able to get a walk-in for this, so I have to find somewhere to eat elsewhere.
Yeah.
Found some dining with no wait over here in the Echo Lake section, next to Gertie the dinosaur. We're going to be eating here at Hollywood and Vine, named after the famous intersection of Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood, California. Now, I've been to that intersection. There's really nothing there. It's really kind of an unremarkable intersection, but one of the most famous intersections in the world nonetheless. And I actually just noticed right up there, you see Roger Rabbit smash through the window. This is Eddie Valiant's office, the private investigator. So from the Roger Rabbit movie, one of my favorite movies of my childhood. That's interesting. So yeah, let's head in and get something to eat here at Hollywood and Vine. Okay, here we go. So characters here. You see Mickey and Pluto over there. Looks like we're gonna be sitting right here. Thank you. So I guess it is currently Minnie's springtime dine. So I guess the characters are dressed in their spring outfits. Goofy, how are you doing? Oh, I saw you earlier, but you're looking really snazzy. I like the hat. The hat looks nice. You got your little bow tie, your salmon jacket, and look at those shoes there. Oh my goodness. You look wonderful. Oh, look, we've got the hats. Very nice. I love your style, Goofy. You take care. Thank you for stopping by again. Yes, the restaurant definitely has like a diner type feel to it, but it is a buffet. Let's look at some of the things they got here. They got some salmon, some tandoori chicken, Brussels sprouts look good. This is roast mushroom risotto. This is teriyaki glazed tofu, so some vegetarian options. Oh, shepherd's pie. I had some shepherd's pie yesterday. Cauliflower. Yeah, this all looks really good. All looks really good. Got a cutting station with some ham. And I got a little bit of everything. Look at these chicken tandoori thighs. There's the tiniest thighs I've ever seen. And I did find another cutting station that had the flank steak there with chimichurri sauce. That looks really good. Let's try some of that flank steak. Oh, it's super yummy with that chimichurri sauce. With the salmon. That is good. Oh, salmon's amazing. Risotto. Hey, Minnie. How are you doing? Oh, you're looking good. Look at the dress. So your spring dress there. Well, thank you so much for having me. The food's great. Everything's wonderful. Oh, thank you. You take care, Minnie. Thank you so much. Bye. All right. Let's see. What have we not tried here? The Brussels sprouts. Yeah, everything is super yummy. Well, let's try. Oh, oopsie. Let's try some of that tandoori chicken thigh. Oh, this is wonderful. A wonderful dinner here, surrounded by wonderful creatures. Oh, and look who it is! It's the man himself, Mickey. How are you doing? I love the jacket. Oh, you're looking very nice. You're in your spring finest there. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mickey. Oh, love the food, love the place. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, buddy. Good seeing you again. Oh, well, yes. So we have first round Clean Plate Club here, although I think I'm gonna go up and get just a little more food. So we went and got another plate with some of my favorite things, which I guess is pretty much just everything. Hey Pluto, how are you doing? Oh, you begging for table scraps? Oh my God, you hungry? I just got a new plate. You can have some of it if you want. Sniff it? No, you don't like that? Oh, Pluto. Hey there. Oh, buddy. Oh, sniff at the camera. I like you got your, what? Oh, got that. What is happening? Thank you. Oh, looks like Pluto wanted to try his hand at vlogging. Thank you, Pluto. Okay, we have doubled our Clean Plate Club membership. And a wonderful dinner here at Hollywood and Vine. And some more Roger Rabbit references. What a great movie. What a great movie that was. Here inside Oscars, get our final pressed penny of our Disney trip. And they have the Hollywood Studios penny there. Mickey as the director, Minnie as the actress. And I like this one too, with the, this is 2025 on it, because, you know, that'll be discontinued at the end of the year and immediately become a collector's item. Yeah, we got a lot of press pennies on this Disney trip. I'm wondering how many press pennies are still out there I need to collect here at the Disney parks. So thank you for joining me here today at Hollywood Studios, the final day of our Florida trip, the final day of this theme park rampage that we have been on. I feel like I've not had a chance to really stop and even think about what's going on in the past week. But tomorrow I'm going to hopefully be boarding an airplane. And that airplane will be flying to New Orleans. I'm going to spend some time in New Orleans. And then from there, we'll be getting back on the train. Headed on the train known as the City of New Orleans. The city is known as the City of New Orleans. The train that leaves the city is also known as the City of New Orleans. It gets complicated, but one's a train, one's a city. They're both called the City of New Orleans. We're gonna hop that train and head back to Chicago, and our adventures will continue from there, because the adventure never ends here. Never. Not even when you beg. When you beg for the adventure to please end, it keeps going. But thank you for coming along. If you like these videos, consider subscribing. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, theme parks, museums, haunted houses, other fun stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. We have selling souvenirs in the Etsy shop, press pennies, motel key fobs, enamel pins, stickers, fun stuff. Still doing personalized messages on Cameo. If you're interested in receiving a message from me for yourself, or to send to a friend or family member, all the information for all those things is in the description of this video. And all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.